well, what we're going to be doing today is some more TerrafirmaPunk. Now, I have actually been spending a little bit of time on this, actually. It's a pretty good pack, all in all. I've just finished an extraordinarily good pizza. And, I am now... My hunger is now sated for the moment. Probably won't be sated for longer. Why do I keep going to multiplayer? So yeah, this is an interesting pack, and feel free to ask questions. Now, little later tonight because I was having a bit of a lazy, well, not exactly a lazy day. I got a video recorded. You can see that on my thingy-majig, whatever you call it, on my channel. A little piece on the EU. Hit it right in the sweet spot of 7 minutes. So, yeah, we'll see how well this goes. Anyway. So, yeah, I learnt an awful lot about this pack just through lots and lots of wikiing. So, first things first, I need to get some water. Not out of that one. Out of that one, that'll do. So, the green bar is food, the blue bar is water, and then obviously the big red bar with numbers on is my health. 1,146 may sound like a lot. It isn't. For example, the bronze poniard that I made that's got fire aspect 2 on it and decay 1 does 183 attack damage, so you know, and that one does 230, that black bronze sword, which I found. So yeah, quite a few mods in here that are interesting in different ways. I'm pretty much in the first tech side of things, so it's TerraFirmaCraft, and it's tech up stuff. So I've accidentally put a load of zinc in here when I didn't actually want to. So what I'm doing at the moment, actually that's nothing to do with what I'm doing at the moment. What I'm doing at the moment is making a coke oven. The coke oven recipe has of course changed, and so I am very, very carefully pillaging the stone that I need from this structure. Obviously I don't want to damage it too much, otherwise it'll collapse, which I don't think would be particularly good for my health. Unfortunately, I can't seem to find a good source of dacite anywhere else, so I'm just nicking it from here. So 5 dacite bricks and 4 sand of any kind. I'm using my sort of native sand from nearby. Will make a single coke oven brick. Block, sorry. So yeah, so we got 5, and then so I'll need 27 blocks in total to make the multi. Is it 27 or 26? Hold on, it's 26, isn't it? Because you leave a hole in the middle. Yeah. So it's. Hold on. Is there another coke oven? Because we've got immersive engineering in here. That's for the blast brick. That's something. That's the blast furnace. Fire brick block. That's for the blast furnace that needs other stuff. But it has a coke oven. So I'm currently making the railcraft version. What I really want it on here is someone who knows what I'm actually looking for. Fluid pumps, no. I swear it was called a coke. Just pull up all the ovens. Yeah. Maybe they've just disabled it out of the mod completely. But yeah, this is basically what I'm making, these coke oven bricks. And then I can use the rock salt sand on the island that I am currently on to make this stuff. The reason why I'm doing it is I need charcoal. it's got to the point now where in order for me to run a forge, I need charcoal. But I need a very specific kind of charcoal. I need the one from TerraCraft. So I've got coal that I found somewhere, but I can't use it because it's not the right kind of coal. So yeah, that's a fun thing to try and sort out. I should tell you about some of the other things that I found. You'll kind of think, oh, what about all of that sort of stuff? Yeah, I'm not really teched up in it. This mod, which is Cogs of the Machine, is it Cogs? I don't really know what it does. There's a rather useful looking mechanical saw there, which does damage to anything that hits it based on the speed that it rotates. But there doesn't really seem to be much in the way of use in general with this pack. The servo table that I think is like an auto crafter, which needs an awful lot of stuff. So yeah, it seems to be a mod that looks reasonably cool but doesn't have an awful lot of use yet, because things like the foundry is disabled, the stone pounder is disabled, the steam generator isn't, but yeah, I guess that's in the steam motor. I guess that's what the sort of use for that one. So that's Cogs of the Machine there, and I just sort of added it because it looked reasonably cool. And we've got the bar, the various ingots that I've got left lying down there. Then we've also got the Flaxbeard steam power. Now all of this stuff I didn't actually make. I just looted it from other buildings, apart from the boiler. I did make the boiler, but again, there's not a huge amount of use for that at the moment anyway, because if you consider like the heater, for example, where is it? Yeah, the steam heater, that would normally be hooked to a brick oven. I don't know, actually it might work with the brick oven, and that would be really useful if that worked. I might have to test that out. I've got all of those bits actually. I can do that. I'll do that in a sec, and we can test that out with the with the brick oven there. Hook it up to, I don't know. I actually have to hook this up properly. I believe what I've done here is completely wrong. I just kind of put some things together because it looked reasonably cool. Let's put it up there. Grab a valve pipe. Oh, fine. Let's. Oh, does it have to be? Okay, fine. I'm guessing something like that. Yeah. So, and then we can put in. So that the steam will go into there. I've got a steam gauge there, which and a rupture disc as well. The rupture disc, from what I can remember of the mod, the rupture disc blows when if the pressure gets too high, and you should be able to use the valve pipes to cut off the pressure, I think. Possibly. Anyway, let's make this thing and see what happens. So I needed some cobblestone. Could do with another. Thank you. Right. So we can make our brick oven. Where was I? Yeah, so the steam heater. I need a couple of brass sheets, which I think I've got somewhere. Hopefully I didn't destroy them all when I was doing things. I might have done. It looks like I did actually destroy the brush sheets. Okay, let's put all of that up there then. Right, okay, I'll have to see if I can get some more brush sheets, because I think I destroyed them all while I was doing other things. So what do I need to make the brush sheets? On a copper anvil or better, brass double ingot. And then can I just use a ooh. Oh. I mean, that would be possible, because I do have most of those resources to make myself a pipe wrench. But oh, I could use a hammer on. Okay. A hammer on a pipe gets me brass sheets, and then I can make a heater, which I only needed 2 for, and I'll put all the things away, haven't I? Excellent. So we've now got a steam heater, which I can then put in somewhere. I have a huge amount of space. Oh, come on. There we go. Put that in there. So my plan so my plan is for the coal to go in there, and then when I get some water I'll put it into there, and then the steam oven from down here can go up here. Oh, I hate it when that sort of thing happens. And then the steam heater can go in. No. It's going to be like that, isn't it? Right. Fine. Oh, and now you're going to... What's... Oh, it's based on... I've got no way of turning it because I don't have the... I can have the... Okay. I've got 3 of those pipes left. And outside... Oh no, there it is. There's one of those. Alright, so we've got a pipe wrench now, and so it should, I hope... Yeah, there we go. There we go. Right. Now, the fun part. Pipes. Yeah, pipes. Okay. So, in order to make ourselves a wooden buildcraft pipe, we require 6 wooden gears in the thermionic fabricator. That's not going to be done anytime soon. to make logistics pipes that requires that in the thermionic fabricator. Do we have... Ooh, hello. An iron pipe. Which is Forge multi-part compatible. Very nice. Yeah. Okay, so we can do that. Potentially. These pipes are for steam and can't be used for... Do I have transfer? No, I don't believe I have transfer nodes. No. Unless I have a bucket. Wooden buckets are... I mean, I don't know. I mean, theoretically, I could just seal that. Now, it'd be a sealed barrel of water. And now I'm being really, really blind, and I can't appear to see it. Got a chestnut chest, ceramic jug, a teapot, because why not? Am I just being really blind, or has it just destroyed itself? I suspect it's the latter. It's destroyed itself, hasn't it? Oh, God's sake. Because I've got nothing that can suck it in, because the tech level is rock bottom. Oh, there's a bucket there. Damn zombies. I believe this does have the zombie zombie overhaul. The zombies are a little bit more intelligent. They do appear anyway. There's actually quite a few good zombie mods out there that just mean that zombies are a little bit more interesting to play with. There's a mod, I think it's the zombie overhaul mod, that basically means that zombies will get attracted to light sources and to heat sources. So if you run furnaces at night, zombies will come to you. There's another mod which allows zombies to break light sources, which I was considering putting onto a 7.10 pack. I didn't in the end because that would kind of negate the point of having the mod that attracts the zombies with light and heat. There's some other quite interesting mods around for zombies, but one thing that I really do miss, there are a few mods that do this, but they're not great. There is a mod that allows zombies to break blocks, but it's a little bit more of an immediate thing. There was an interesting mod that would actually, depending on the hardness of the block, the zombie would it would like slowly pound on the block and break it. And yeah, depending on the hardness of the block, it made it more difficult for the zombie to break it. I thought that was quite nice. There are some mods with minor zombies which attack walls. This is my little thing that I enchanted with a book that I found in the world. There's lots of things to find in the world. It's very, well, steampunky, as the name suggests. You can get sort of steam locomotives and the like. Might cut this short and possibly come back a little bit later, just to kind of experiment a little bit. Yeah, I've got no reason to sort of cut this short, as it were, tonight. So I may do a second stream a little bit later of something else. I don't know. Just to see really if I get. Yeah, trying to find a good time to stream. I think Tuesday's a good day to stream. And I am kind of tempted to go to XCOM. I've been starting to play XCOM again, and it's a really good game. XCOM 2. No, I didn't want to pick up the knife. The coal, which is the wrong kind of coal. Yeah, I've been playing XCOM 2 again, and it is a really cool game. It's quite early on in this campaign that I'm doing at the moment. Got a UFO attack. Which meant that my rookies could actually gain some experience, which they may not necessarily get much experience anyway. I try to sort of mix them in and out as much as possible, but you still end up with sort of an A team that's, you know, really, really good, and your B team, which is terrible. Right, so let's see. Does that actually... Hold on. Right. Pressure is actually building, I think. We need more water. I mean, this would be really awesome if this works. I think we are getting a little bit... I mean, if this works, it means that I don't have to put coal in here, which would be awesome. And potentially, I could also bring it around here and see if it will work as a crucible. Because at the moment, you have to have the crucible on top of the forge, but if you could heat that up using steam, that would be awesome. But I don't know how much functionality they've actually put into here. Which is it's the real issue when you're working with a mod pack, you know, a group of mods, getting them all to work together well. It's something that I miss from project with Red Power. Was that mod had, you know, everything in it was all stuff that you would use, and you could use it all together at the same time. Even, you know, putting things on frames, but the more up-to-date frame mods don't necessarily work with in the same way as Project Red Power did. I really did enjoy Red Power. In fact, give me a second. Just seeing if there's an old pack on FTB. It would have to be old enough for... There is the FTB Pyramid mod pack. It would have to be pretty old, like probably the Direwolf one, isn't it? God, even older than that. Oh, 147? Yeah, we would be looking at 147. But that has got some real... I could do something a little bit creative in there. Yeah, that might be quite fun, actually. Give me a second. I'm going to switch now. Creative Minecraft. I'm gonna just stick it. I'm gonna just start a creative Minecraft thing because I want to show you something kind of neat. In Red Power, which means that I need to find is it? Yeah, I think it's that one. Yeah. I really need to change that says stream starting soon. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, we'll be right back, something like that. Probably be working a little bit better. Let me just add. Be right back. Be right back. No, that's that one. Yeah, something like that will do. And then I can just close the old Minecraft, or the new Minecraft I should say. Right, I have up here the Direwolf pack 5.3.2. This is in 1.4.7. It's an old pack. Actually, it started up really quickly. There's not a huge amount of mods in here. So turn the music off, turn the sound off. Change GUI scale to large. The reason why I change GUI scale to large all the time instead of leaving it on auto is that some GUIs, like Steve's Carts 2, really hated automatic GUI scale. So yeah, I've just ended up getting used to large. So this is large. Oh, no, hold on. Okay, so this should work. Oh, maybe that one. Aha! Yes, right. Yeah, just had to fiddle around with some things. Right, yeah, so I want to create a creative world. Reasonable. Oh, I should have put it into a normal. Actually, it'll start in a normal world, won't it? Because it's, yeah, it'll be fun. Fine. So, yeah, Red Power is a mod that some of you may have heard whispers of it. Essentially, it was a tech mod made by Elaram. Now, Elaram basically she did an awful lot of work. So things like Forge Multipart were, you know, her sort of coding, base coding for it anyway. And yeah, we've also got Zycraft in here. Okay, cool thing with Zycraft. Okay, that will do. So right, we're gonna have to do some mods now. These are old mods. These are. So the great thing about this was you could create. So this is Zycraft. This is Soren's mod that nobody's ever seen. Because I don't know, it's sort of vaporware now, I guess, and it's a real shame because these tanks were kind of epic. And the great thing about these was that it was a multi-part tank. You don't need the glass views, so I'm just doing it because they're awesome. You just needed a square like this with this thing on it. Oh god, the valve on it. You really do miss Walia. Yeah. So that is now a tank. And then if you click on the valve, it makes it into a tank. And yeah, so it's a multi-tank. And the great thing was that you could have non-standard shapes. So if I just break that valve, if I then decided that I wanted it to sort of come out here, like so. So as long as you had a valve and it was built in like a tank, it would all sort of come together. Just put my valve up there. And you could actually end up encasing yourself inside a tank. That should have worked. Why didn't that work? What have I not? What have I failed to do? Should work. Yeah, this should work. Not completely certain why that's not working. But yeah, it did used to work with non-standard shapes. Maybe that was something he added later. But yeah, let's do something kind of cool. That was a little bit of a side thing, and you could die from being slowly poked to death using quartz crystals. They were a placeable object that worked kind of like spikes. But yeah, the one that I wanted to go to was this one. Yeah, here we go. Gonna need some of these. Gonna need some of that. And hold on. Redstone tube frame, support frame, block breaker. Yeah, we're not going to need to do a sliding head because we've got the tube frames now. Need some of that. Oh, and of course the frame motors and the... Oh, God, this has been a while. Needed frame... Right, we need redstone tube frames for what we're going to be building. The frames for the other bits, block breakers, solar panels to charge it, and the battery boxes. There we go, battery box. Okay, so place that there so I can do that. Alright. So what Project Red, what Red Power 2 allowed you to do was to build machines. And these machines could be used for a huge variety of different tasks. You see, blocks that were connected to one another could potentially move together. And then you could build yourself I need a screwdriver. Need some red wire timer. I will need a cover. Let me just put the timer down. Oh yeah, I need panels as well. But I think it was covers should go on there, yeah. So panels allowed things to stick to things, whereas covers didn't. So yeah, and then you can build yourself what's known as an inchworm. Yeah, so an inchworm would allow the structure to move forwards, and then you could do other things like if you wanted a road builder, for example, you could do that. You could stick a large head on the front and then have... I'll just take these off. You could have... yeah, it was deployer. So you could do something like this, and then you could do something like that. And then you might need a relay, which is transposer? I swear it was called a relay. Filter, possibly. Let's go. Oh, or the retriever. I think it might be in the filter actually. So you can stick yourself a filter on there. And then stick yourself a chest. With, I don't know, stick some cobble or brick or something. Bricks. Let's do bricks. So bricks go in there, and then you can do something like that. And then something like a lever. But yeah, this is the sort of thing that's been lost from modern mods on Minecraft, and it's a shame. I really do like the sort of thing that LRAM did. Yeah, there we go. That's not really exactly what I wanted to do at all. Filter, chest, and well, lapis blocks. So let's use lapis blocks. So yeah, there we go. They did have an inventory of their own. So you could place them like that. So you could actually create a machine that moved forwards, and I can't really remember very well how to do that. That's my problem. Let's give it a go anyway. Right. So we're going to need an inchworm. How long has this been going on for? Right, I'm going to stop here. I might be back a little bit later. Yeah, it's kind of been filling time, and I'm not really feeling particularly dynamic right now. Might be back a little bit later for some XCOM. For now, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.